Hello everybody, Benjamin from BIM Forum. Today I'm gonna talk about 3 IFC viewers and give my opinion which one is the best at the moment. To select my 3 IFC viewers, I started with making a comparison of the IFC viewers, the free IFC viewers. They are found on the internet. So I made my software comparison and I decided to select Solibri, Trimble Connect, BIMcollabZOOM, an Open IFC Viewer, Dalux and BIM Vision. The first I did was downloading the IFC Viewer and checked if they were available offline. Then I checked that they were possible to combine multiple models. I did some checks with the user friendly. How is the interface? Is it hard to know or learn, and can we gain insights that give us value? And hereby I selected my top 3 of free IFC viewers that we can use offline. The first one on the 3rd place is the Open IFC Viewer. On the 2nd place we have Trimble Connect, and the 1st place BIMcollabZOOM. And now I'm gonna show you how I made those checks. Okay, first things first, I disable my internet connection. And then I'm going further with Open IFC Viewer. If we open the software, we get the interface which we see here. We can choose File, View, Tools, Appearance and Plugins. If we choose File and we select the models we want to use, somebody knows already this model. It's an IFC exported from the Revit software. I can combine each time multiple models. See here, and then I selected the last model like this. You see that there is going some time over it, but you can combine 3 models in a coordinated model. For Open IFC Viewer that we have View, some tooling, Appearance and Plugins. I think that's the validation. Appearance, Tools and View. You can perspective or parallel, isometric, make snapshots and save that to a JPEG, I think. Orthographic views, the functionalities to see the front, the back, left, right, left mouse button. You can rotate or free orbit. You can render, make it shaded, sketchy. I don't see anything happen for the moment. Like this. Nice. And you can say conceptual. It's just the view, like this. Tools, normally you can measure. I'm gonna put this one shaded. The tools, you can make, I think, also rectangles, handles, so this is possible. Distance between 2 points, I think, yeah, like this, so you can measure. You can also give other options to the units. For example, if you want millimeters, this one is how it's showed. You have to select the circle here or the sphere, yeah, like that. And then appearance, you have to use clear planes, yeah. Ground shadows, what's this, I don't know. And then the properties, you can show them. Project browser, maybe some lights, settings, default ring, and then you have also validation. These are the few things you can do with Open IFC Viewer. Very basic, but if you see, you can have an insight on what is happening in the coordination model. The second one is Trimble Connect, so I'm gonna do the same. I get the pop-up that I'm working offline. I have the test project. This is the 3D. Normally you have the bestanden over here, but I want to select models. It's over here. Normally I think if this is gone, you have to click here and then model selection. Then you have you can select the models, and then I think you can select multiple models in one, and you have to check them. So it's loading. You see that there is an eye next to it, so you can say I want to see some models and some models I won't see if you uncheck or check this one. This is Trimble Connect offline. The same left mouse button you can rotate, right mouse button right mouse button you can make it to do, link documents, or hide it. Above we have a selection. Okay, selection, and now I can say okay, nice. So you can make things visible for a part. For example, I think if I select this part or selection part, for example this and sheet piles, I have to make a good view, this one, and say this, and you can zoom in on this only. Nice functionality. Then we have the okay, let's extend model reset. Maybe if you have some this one is a section, so it's in Dutch it's kijkvlak, and then you have to select the scissor, and you can also move, and actually it's navigating smoothly. Okay, so now I made a section plane. I can do some markups here. I can delete them. I can measure from a face, I think, to another face, for example. Okay. I can do this also for a point, to have some X, Y, Z coordinates for this point. Okay. And then I also can measure the height, for example, from here to here. And then you have the second option, and that's the smallest distance from here to here. Okay, I will delete them. You can zoom in, escape, and you undo the functionalities. You cannot walk to oh, I can. Okay, maybe push here, yeah, and then I'm going back. Actually, the navigation is running smoothly. We have the model browser, where we can, okay, now we see all the objects there in it, and the attributes. Okay, a lot of parameters in it. I selected the pendant light. I'm just looking to have some insights on, for example, what materials are used, or the parameters. Maybe if we have an object parameter, I can look, if I click on this floors, structural material, I will see that it's possible that we structural material. Structural materials. Okay, and then colorize. Okay. So if you know which parameter you want to see here, you can just say, I type the parameter and I Trimble Connect groups on this, and then you can colorize and probably say I want to see, for example, only the metal. Right mouse button alleen tonen. Okay, actually that's nice functionality. And then we have BIMcollabZOOM. We go to File and Ctrl M or aanprek toevoegen. It's in Dutch, so if you select the files, it goes very smooth and the same models are loaded. Here, left mouse button, right mouse button functionalities, scroll wheel. Yeah, you have a few buttons over here. If you select this one and you say this, you only select that. If I select two, or maybe I want to say something in the selection basket, and then you OK. This one, if I want to see all my models again, you push Ctrl R or restore. OK. You have the project browser here, navigation browser, where you have the different models. Now you can see the defaults, different floors, for example, but you also have the tree, the object tree, where you can say, for example, I only want to see the stairs selection, and here you have the stairs. Restore everything. OK. What if I select this one and I put this? OK, you can hide it or backspace. No, just the big one. Space button. It's not called space button, I think. Then if we say restore all, you get the view. What's this? This orthographic and perspective. You can orbit or fly. Then you have the measuring tool. Also you see that my pointer is changing to a dot or a line or a face. See? To there. You get millimeters. Normally you can also change them. Properties, numbers, getallen, numbers, and you can say here I want to measure in meters, for example. And if you now say back meters to here, you get the distance in meters. Then you have some outlining, I think. I'm not using this so much, but there is a possibility to draw lines or make a cloud like this. If you're making a BCF, you can put some extra info on it. And then you have the property stamp. For example, if I click on this mechanical outdoor horizontal square meters of coil, if I want to see other properties, I can select the type, the name, for example, the thickness, let's say, and the material name, like that. If you place this one now, you see the info that it's in the parameters. This is other info than we saw. And then you can also say the line thicknesses, write some text, like that. Text is here. Yeah, I'm not writing that much text. If you're in a zoom to fit, you can select and go to another view. You can also see the left. If you use orthographic mode, it's easier, I think. The top view, I first gonna delete my annotations. If you see the right view, so you can change, but there was also, I thought, perpendicular. Look perpendicular. If you say I want to see perpendicular to this one, okay, you use this button. If there are floor plans in it, you can make them, maybe you can see this better in the top view. You see there are lines now. Here is the door. Then you have the section. You click on a plane and or on a surface and a section plane appears. If you select it, now it's blue and you cannot do anything with the selection, the section plane. If you select this and you hold in the left mouse button, you can shift it. If you want to hide this, you click on the section planes show or hide, and now you see that if I put it less higher, you see that the floor plan appears. Actually, floor plan, yeah, like this. You see, if I put, say, a toggle, yeah, it gets more info out of the models. If you want to delete, normally I think Ctrl P or this one. Okay. And then to gain more insights, I make use of Smart View sets. Actually, that's in my opinion a great advantage of the other viewers. If you say Smart View example, you say Smart View make a new one, and then you get, for example, material. I want to know, is every material, or is there, for any element, is there materials? So if I select material name, for example, is defined, I want to auto color that. You have to see if you have a play button here. If you say play, everything is gone. That's because you first have to say if the material name is defined, you have to click on add, you see play, and then you can say auto color, and then it colors all the different material names in a different color. If you double click on material, you see here all the material names. For example, metal, like we did in the previous metal, all the different materials in this, but also, let's see again, I can do a check of maybe some, yeah, okay, I can do a check, Smart View, any element, and then you say, let's say load bearing is defined. I want to colorize this and add, for example, and then any element load bearing is not defined. I can say I want to make this red, for example, and then you see the objects there for load bearing is defined and not defined, and this gives us some insights on the parameter level, and for my opinion this is a great advantage to the others, and it's very user-friendly. So okay, this was it for this time. I hope you get some value out of it, and if you like it, please leave a comment or subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is more to come.